Okay, I'm Greg Adams, and I'm a Stillwater resident. My family and I moved to Stillwater from western Kansas in 2018, and we've really feel like this is home to us, and we appreciate being here. Yeah, I decided to run for school board. It just has, it's been a long time that I've watched the school system and really the American society do things that aren't right, like taking the Bible out of schools, prayer out of schools, and we all just sat and basically did nothing about it. And it just has continued to decline, and it's to the point where, we either stand up and try to do something about it, or it's going to be too late, and for us to even have a voice. So through much prayer and consideration, I decided to run for a number of reasons, but mainly for the children. And I've never really thought a lot about it, but one thing that I've always lived by is the truth, and I won't go along with a lie, whether it's Darwinism or Santa Claus or whatever it is. That isn't the truth. I know my parents told us about Santa Claus. Thankfully, they changed their ways and saw the kind of the error in that. I think that's wrong to tell children things that aren't true, and so it goes on to people telling us that we came from monkeys instead of from God, instead of being created by God. And we've lived with that lie all my life. And in fact, my kids took the ACT test, and they had a number of questions about evolution on there, and they would have been willing, I guess, I'm not sure I would have, but they would have been willing to give the answer that the test was expecting, but they didn't even know. They didn't know what they don't know the details of a lot of the evolution things. So they couldn't even guess well on that one. But it certainly put them at a disadvantage. They still tested well. But, it's just getting, it's like ridiculous now. Okay, we can't even tell them the truth that God made us male and female, and how God created us is how we are, and we need to live within that gender. I mean, we didn't even have to teach when we were growing up. It wasn't something you had to teach because it was obvious. And so now we're just lying to the children. It's destructive and it's wrong. And allowing pornography in the schools, that's beyond me. I'm just amazed that's allowed, and that it isn't, should be criminal, it seems like to me. But anyway, our current school board is doing nothing about those things. They give some excuses as to why they didn't address the boys going into the girls' restrooms, and from what that's kind of hearsay. So, but anyway, they didn't address it. They claimed that they were afraid of lawsuits and so forth. But that's just, well, I don't know how else to say it except cowardly. I mean, if I had a daughter in the school system, I would do something about it if I knew boys were allowed. Either pull her out, or probably just pull her out of the school system. But not everybody can do that. So, that's basically what I'm wanting to do is run for the school board to give the residents, the taxpayers, the parents a different choice, and then what's currently being how the school board is being ran. And it just seems like they're maybe hell-bent to continue down this woke path, and no matter the cost. And it's really unfortunate, and I'd like to try to stop it.